make sure I had a little hiccup to start, but can you hear us on the street? All right.
All right. I'm back in the house here this week for everyone who was like, "Why? What was the sweatshirt last week? It was dirty."
I do not have my house here this week because I couldn't show up from the office. I should have just walked to the office, but
That's right.
all right. Yo, welcome back to the Out of the Box Show. I'm John Wallace alongside my co-host, James Luffy. We're here, Luffy. We're in the studio. It has been a few weeks. The weather, it seems like the weather in Baton Rouge the last few weeks, it's like Tuesday and Wednesday is just severe weather. Like washout, thunder, lightning, and everything, and then it clears up on Wednesday, nice for the weekend, and then as soon as Tuesday rolls back around, we're back to just horrible weather.
Which is really perfect, except that the baseball midweek games keep getting postponed.
Right, but that's because apparently the weather thinks that the midweek games don't matter.
Yeah, that is right.
Along with LSU baseball fans. But we have a packed show for you guys. It's just me and Luffy this week. Rory is taking care of some dad stuff. I think they did find out. Should I? Yeah. I'll say it. They did find out. We already had a name picked out anyway, but they did find out that they will be having a boy, which is very exciting. I wanted to kind of put together a gender reveal, but they didn't give me that chance. So
you know what his name's gonna be?
We will announce that at the end of the show.
That's right.
We have a packed show for you guys. LSU baseball coming off the sweep of Mississippi State in Duty Noble, absolutely electric. The LSU basketball team got some commitments, some familiar faces. The program is still intact somehow. The Pels played in their playing game tonight. Going to be electric. Maybe talk a little spring football as well. But before we get to all that, I want to give a huge shout out to the Boot Crew Media Network. The Boot Crew Media Network, the guys over at Pro Pels Talk are actually live right now at the Rusty Nail doing a pregame show in New Orleans. Obviously, it's too late to promote that, but the Boot Crew Media Network does events like that all the time. And to find out about them, you know what you have to do? Go on their social media at Boot Crew Media on all major platforms. They are constantly doing giveaways, show announcements, producing fire content. You will not regret it. Make sure to follow the Boot Crew Media Network and bootcrewmedia.com. Also, want to give a huge shout out to Blaine Luke with Keller Williams Realty. It's springtime. Spring is a great time to sell a home, buy a home, find a new place to rent. The school year's coming to an end. Maybe you're not happy with your lease. Maybe you don't like your neighbors and your current, apartment. Blaine will help you find somewhere to live, and he will find somewhere or somebody to live in your place that you need to rent out as well. He does it all, and he's Blaine Luke with Keller Williams Realty. Make sure to call or text him at any time, 504-858-0031 for all your housing needs. And also remember that Keller Williams is an equal opportunity housing partner, and each office is independently owned and operated. All right, Luffy, I promise you, I did not remember this. I did not look it up. An Out the Box listener who I will not mention by name. He is a loyal listener. He knows who he is. He did text me earlier this week, and he said, wow, you need to make sure to roast Luffy because of your comments that you made on last week's podcast about this year's LSU baseball team. Are you familiar with what I'm talking about?
What comments?
All right, here it is. I'm going to insert it. You said last week that this LSU baseball team is not built to sweep an SEC series. Did you or did you not say that?
I may have said that, but Mississippi State gave away game one. I mean, the game was over. They gave the game away. We really should have only won 2 of 3. very, very lucky to win all three. I mean, there's absolutely no chance. We were, before that first game, we were 0-8 when trailing headed into the last inning, and that was our first win. And
It was our first win on Friday night.
It was our first win on Friday night. It was our first win when trailing after 8, which is important because we talked about it. We come back, tied the game, come back, fell, a run short, and we finally got a win. And State handed it to us, and that was very lucky. I think I did say we would win 2 out of 3, though.
Right. You did.
So,
you did, but you did say that we were not built to sweep teams, which I'm happy that you were wrong, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy too, but I really was almost spot on with the 2 out of 3. We should have lost first game, but we need every one of these games. Hilliard pitched well. Rezelman came in. Cooper came in. Gervais has been a stud. And really, it was nice to see one of our big hitters in Trey Morgan come in clutch when we needed it. They walked a couple guys. Trey came in, got the big hit, and then Cruz. We needed those insurance runs. Like, after we got up a run, I don't think anybody was satisfied done with the inning. Cruz also comes through, big timely hit, hits a bomb opposite field, and we sneak out of there on Friday night. And that really just, I think, flipped the whole series on its head.
Yeah. And as we've been saying each week on this show, you have to win on Friday night, especially on the road, to be in the driver's seat on Saturday and Sunday with a cushion. Given LSU's work in progress of a pitching staff, right?
And the pitching staff's been
doing
solid.
well. They have been doing well, but obviously can be improved. The hitting is going to be there day in and day out, and with the potential for this team to commit errors. You have to win on Friday night and be in the driver's seat heading into the weekend. Now, I think you are right, Luffy. The one thing that we had going for us is, we didn't commit any errors Friday night, which it just goes to show you that even if LSU's down late in games, even if their pitching staff, I mean, Mikhail, as you mentioned, gave 6 solid innings, had 5 strikeouts, gave up 2 runs, but Mississippi State out-hit LSU 10-6.
Yep.
So but it came down to the errors. They had two crucial errors
and walks at the end of the game too. So
yes, and Morgan, dude, I'm telling you, when Morgan hit that single, I was like, I was packing everything up. I was ready to go to bed. I
was also just laying in bed.
It was a pitiful Friday night for me. Very, very pitiful. But yeah, I mean, I was getting my jammies on and ready to go to bed, and then all of a sudden the spark of electricity with Trey Morgan's hit. But yeah, I did think that was interesting. Moving on to Saturday, LSU squeezes out another tight one. Money came in, pitched decently, gave us 4 solid innings. Pitch count kind of ran a little high, gave up 3 runs.
Struggled in the first inning a little bit.
Yes, but was able to get out of the jam. I think he only gave up 1 run. Let's kind of talk about the decision by Coach Jay Johnson to flip-flop Mikhail and Money. What do you think that could be attributed to? Because I think what Rory's idea was last week is that he just trusts Mikhail more at this point in the season.
I think it's that, because Money's been a little bit off lately, but I also could see him flipping it back the other way around. So I don't really know. And also, I think you're going to see, when we face a dominant starter on Friday night, if Jay doesn't feel like we have a guy that can go head-to-head and beat one of those guys, we might see Mikhail or Money go back to Sunday and then Mikhail be on Saturday. I think there's going to be a lot of switching up, and like he's said multiple times, Coach Johnson has, the pitching staff is a work in progress. Every week it's going to change, and it has. And the relievers have done a great job. Who came in Saturday? Fontenot, Gervais, Vietnamir, Cooper, Rezelman, 5 innings between the 5 of them, and only 3 hits, 10 strikeouts. So they're doing a nice job. They really are. All those, relievers, they're just fitting in their role. They're pitching back-to-back nights. and Jay Johnson also talked about that a little bit, saying like we have them on specific routines, and as soon as they come off from pitching, they're already on ice, like getting ready for the next day, and they are trying everything. And like the bullpen, it worked this past weekend. It worked, and some weekends it might not. But Jordan Thompson also huge home run when it was 3-3 to break the tie in the sixth. Bats, were quieter that game, and the first two games really, but huge home run by Thompson, and he's back at shortstop, which I thought was going to happen. I think I talked about that week. I just think he didn't look natural at second base, and neither did Doty.
Yeah, I mean it is so hard to flip flop. Obviously, shortstop and second base are in the middle infield, whatnot, but you attack those positions so differently, right? Shortstop, you are definitely trying to hurry up, make the quick snag, and get that ball over to first. The right side of the infield is more about blocking the ball, right? And whenever you switch that mid-season, I mean, you could just tell it didn't feel right for Doty or Thompson. Thompson would be diving after balls at second base, and Doty would be just trying to knock him down. So I think it's the right move. I think your infield is what it is this year with the errors. Thompson will clean it up. I think he has proven that in previous year that he is a good shortstop. Right?
Yeah,
not the best that we've had at LSU.
And it could be a mental thing to where it's like, all right, he struggled a little bit, but then once he gets on a roll, he just forgets about it all, and the confidence is back.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm more happy in his presence at the plate. I mean, his presence at the plate, batting over 300 this year. Last year, he struggled at the plate.
At times, yeah. At times with the strikeouts last year, but we did see like the flashes of the power last year. And to get to Sunday,
shellacking.
The bats just came alive. They have to come alive on Sunday. We've talked about this multiple times. Sunday, Saturday, whatever the third day game in the series is, they have to come alive because that's when you need them the most. Pearson, who played because Josh Pearson, freshman, he played. Dudas is out. But I think they said today, I retweeted a tweet, and they said his hand was not broken.
Right.
So he should be, I don't know when he'll be back. I don't think it said exactly, but he should be back at some point, we're assuming. And Pearson 3 for 5 on Sunday, 2 home runs. Cruz double, drove in 2, and then Doty home run. But catcher Tyler McManus, this is big because you need 2 catchers. You need 2 catchers.
That as well.
Travinsky has been hitting the ball really well for us. McManus played Sunday, give Travinsky some rest, 3 for 4, a triple, 3-run score. And a guy like that who's coming from a different conference, I think that he needs to see results before. And now that he's seen those results, even that one game, 3 for 4, he's going to feel more confident when he's in there and facing SEC play and pressure-packed spots. So that was also really good, too. That was one of my other notes from game 3. Then the Grant Taylor, Samuel Dutton, those guys on the Sunday or Saturday game, whatever the third game of the series is, they've been a great combination.
Yeah,
they really have. As long as they're not walking people, they're really could be like they're like one starter on Sunday. They're like
they almost look. Their like bodies look the same. They're like kind of the short, stocky. Power pitchers that you can, if one's struggling a little bit, you just bring the other one in.
And when they're locating pitches, both of them are good. Like they're solid pitchers, so they've been great. They deserve a lot of credit as well.
I know Ben McDonald loves the fact that LSU has a pitcher with the last name Dutton on the team.
Yeah, I mean, Dutton went the first 3 innings, 1 run, no walks and a strikeout, and then Grant Taylor, 4 innings. 2 runs, 5 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. That's a lot of strikeouts. Like that's solid. Like if you're only giving up 3 runs on Sunday, I always say this: you should win every time. Like we should be scoring 6 to 15 runs every Sunday, at least 6. Like it's just that's when our lineup's gonna have to get after it for us to win series. And it was awesome to sweep because that gets us to 7-5 in SEC play, which is a big deal.
But before this series, every SEC team short of Tennessee, Arkansas, and even Vandy hasn't been the same this year. They were all what, 4-5 heading into this weekend.
And
like
now
it's all up for grabs.
And now we're tied in the West for second with a bunch of other teams, but we're playing the team this weekend, Arkansas, who's got that number 1 spot right now. And like, I think this weekend's about trying to get a game. Like, you need to try to get one, and then on Friday or Saturday, then hope you can pull out that one on, or I guess it's Thursday, Friday, and then try to pull out that one on Saturday.
Can't stand those.
Because it's 7-5. Like, we're in a lot better spot than we were going into Mississippi State, but like, it's such a competitive league. If you can you need to win at least one though this weekend coming off to kind of carry some momentum into an easier part of the schedule. Because when we come back home for 2 weeks after, we go to Arkansas. So it's important not to get swept and lose all of our momentum, especially because we didn't play a midweek game this week.
I agree. I don't think we get swept, but that's just like, you can go up there and do a lot of things. All you have to do is do not get swept.
And the Tigers are road dogs.
Yes.
Right, I mean, we've been electric on the road.
Well, and we were kind of texting about their record after this week, but LSU is 5-1 on the road and went 2-4 at the box. So, and I think I tweeted that, that is a good problem to have, right? I mean, the road wins are where your RPI really shines, right? You steal a sweep on the road, come back to Alex Box. This losing streak at the box, not a losing streak, but this sub 500 record at the box will not last. Alex Box Stadium, Alex Box himself will not allow it, right? The fans are too loud, the atmosphere is too great. I could not be more pleased with LSU baseball coming off of this sweep at Mississippi State. And like you said, Luffy, if we just, God willing, if we can just go up there, win 1, sneak 2, and pull out the miracle of 3, I don't know what I would do. I throw a party for this.
It seems the team really likes playing in these atmospheres. Like, it fires them up some. Jay Johnson talked about that because it gets me fired up. He's like, this is awesome. Like, this is so much fun. Everyone should be excited to play, and the team's responded to that. A couple notes I missed on some games this weekend. Stevenson, his base running on that hit by Trey Morgan to score the second run there was, just incredible awareness by him. We've talked about him some, maybe being a guy who also finds his way into big spots and big games, and he did. He was all over it. As soon as that ball left Morgan's bat, he was head down running to score that go-ahead run, and then
there was 2 outs, but
yeah. He was gone. He was gone.
Right.
He was. But did he advance? Did he steal base? I don't know. I can't remember now why I wrote that down.
I don't know. I was so tired and lackadaisical because I figured that the game was over.
Too. But he was flying to the plate. Great base running by him, and then Hilliard is just pitching with so much confidence. That's why I think that if he's still that confident, they're keeping him Friday.
And that's what you said about Hilliard, right? He's going to come in. He's going to give up hits. At the speed at which he throws, there's no way guys aren't going to make contact. But as long as they're putting it in play and our defense is shored up and not committing 3-4 errors a game, we can manage that with our hitting.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think him pitching with confidence, it's just, you can see it. Like, he starts kind of skipping around out there, and the breaking ball's going, and if people get a couple hits on him, it's fine, whatever, because he's been good. He's been good the last couple outings.
Yes, and I think after we get done talking about LSU baseball for the weekend, it's good to kind of clean it up with some work box talk.
Yep.
What do you think?
I was talking to Martine today, and actually passed the house on the way home. It was being redone.
They're everywhere.
Everywhere, I'm telling you. Being redone on the way home today. I see a work box dumpster. It's out there. If you're redoing your home, if you need porta potties for an event, if you need luxury restroom rentals, you have to call Martine at Workbox at 225-343-4886. That's 225-343-4886. Call Martine at Workbox if you need a porta potty, storage container, portable office, portable restroom rentals, luxury restroom rentals. roll-off dumpsters. Call Martina Workbox at 225-343-4886.
I'm a little thunder out here while we're recording.
You want to talk some general LSU news?
Let's go straight to the basketball. So big news coming out of the LSU basketball program. Something that was kind of unexpected given the departure of basically everybody. No, not basically everybody on our roster entering the transfer portal. Luffy, some big names coming back to the program for the Matt McMahon era.
Yeah, Justice Williams, as I think some people know, he was technically reclassified. He was supposed to be a senior in high school this past year, played some for us. I thought as the season went along, he learned and maybe just came up to speed with the game. But he was a highly recruited guard. I think he's a guy who can be really good, and it's good to see coach recruit, because that's one thing you have to do. And the fact that he's brought back Imwani now and Justice means he can recruit to some level, and I think Justice could be a huge piece. And Imwani, just a guy who's played a ton in the SEC, is big. So this team, honestly, it looks better than we thought it was going to look 2-3 weeks ago.
Yes, and to have some sort of veteran presence, Matt McMahon coming in and not having to literally start from scratch. That's like this might be a terrible analogy. Just tell me if it is. That's like trying to make pasta noodles from scratch, right? It's probably going to come out a lot better if you already have some of the ingredients and some of the pieces there ready to go before you even start actually cooking, right?
Yeah, and then we also.
Was that analogy good?
No, I like that.
Okay,
I like
cool.
that.
Awesome.
I mean, yeah, I can see it.
It could have been a little better, but if I'm going to be making pasta noodles from scratch, it's going to taste a lot worse than if I just buy some box noodles and then boil them myself.
Yeah, we also signed one other guy, Cornelius Williams from Meridian, Mississippi. He's a 6'9" forward, and I think that he's got a lot of potential. He's one of those guys with a lot of potential. So the pieces that are slowly coming together for this basketball team, we obviously won't have high expectations going into next year, but hopefully a couple years down the line, we'll be back.
Yes. All right, a little bit of any spring football news. You got any updates from the Brian Kelly?
Did we talk about Will Campbell last week, didn't he? The left tackle?
I think a little bit.
So Will, I think they pretty much said he's going to be the tackle, and it's been fun hearing from the different assistant coaches. LSU's put out some videos. Mike Denbrock had a press conference yesterday, so there's a lot more access going on. But it's Will Campbell, the freshman from Neville, looks like going to be the left tackle. He looks mean and physical out there, and it seems like they're still looking for some tight ends in the portal right now. They signed a big quarterback today, not out of the portal, a high school kid, 4-star, Michael Daugherty. But big time kid, a bunch of programs were after him. I think overall the spring game he talked about a little bit. Coach Kelly did. He said that it might be offense versus defense because there's not enough players. But he said he really hated that idea and wanted to make it more competitive. But that's how it might be. That's the 23rd, and so that's going to be fun to watch. I'm ready to watch to rewatch the spring game a couple times because that's usually what I'll do. But
give us a full analysis.
Yeah, but the defensive line looks good. We could go through every position, but we will do that in the summer. When we have some more players, hopefully. But I think football's looking good. All the player interviews and stuff, they seem to be bought in.
Good. That is the thing with a new coach coming in. Yeah. You want to see that cohesion. You want to see him coming in and actually then buying into a completely new system, right?
Yeah, and I saw that clip on Mic'd Up with Tommy Moffitt. And he said, when he talked about it, I think after the UCLA game, he said he called his wife and said that they were done. He said, we're going to get fired after the UCLA game. And I think I sat here in this room after the UCLA game, and we were and Rory was kind of shaking it. Rory, he was like, I don't know that it's done yet. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's done. Like, I think that it was done at that point, and like, he talked about it a little bit, and I don't want to misquote him, so I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but he talked about like just the standard of performance and like the accountability, which you've heard Brian Kelly say it a trillion times, it kind of fallen off. So it's hopefully we'll get back to that high level of performance.
Yes. We're gonna talk a few more miscellaneous topics, I think. But before we do that, I want to give a shout out to DraftKings. Baseball fans, it's time to step up to the plate with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. New customers can bet just $5 on any team to win and get $200 in free bets if they do. If a sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, wow, that absolutely freaks me out.
Electric ad read.
Yeah, and that means you're gonna strike big. Lightning just struck outside, and you're gonna strike big on the DraftKings Sportsbook. As I was saying, you can still take a swing at Stacks of Green on daily DraftKings Fantasy Baseball contest. If sportsbooks aren't available in your state yet, new customers can play free for thousands of dollars in prizes with their first deposit. Pick a lineup of 2 pitchers and 8 batters while staying under the salary cap and rack up points for hits, runs, strikeouts, and more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. Make sure to download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code BOOT, B-O-O-T. Bet just $5 and win $200 in free bets if your team wins their games. That's promo code BOOT at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. 21 plus restrictions apply. MLB trademarks used with permission. See show notes for details. All of the details will be posted in the description of this show. All right. Flock up, baby.
Flock up.
Flock
Pels
up.
were playing last night as we were in this. Hopefully they won.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, like we said earlier, the guys over at Pro Pels Talk, they're live as we speak, so it's kind of hard to promote. But all that to say, the fact that the Pels are actually playing basically in the postseason, I think Moscona used the term meaningful basketball, is quite honestly surprising given the coaching turnover and our number 1 pick, Mr. Zion Williamson, hadn't touched the ball this year.
Flock is hot, baby. Stay hot.
Okay.
I don't want to sound dumb if they get like killed by like 30.
Okay. Yeah, that was just a very poorly planned segment. It was chance, you know.
Yeah.
Like if we recorded last night, maybe give a preview. But let's just get on to the House Always Wins segment presented by the House Bar in Tigerland.
Gotta go check Rory out there. He's DJing there all the time. You see me, I got the gear on right now, houseandtigerland.com. I'm always rocking the sweatshirt here. John's slacking today. He doesn't have his hat on.
Yeah, couldn't wear it to the office.
Couldn't wear it to the office, apparently.
Should have.
That's true.
I should have just done it.
But really, House of Tigerland, best bar out there. Everybody knows that. You gotta go see DJ Road Dogg. I think he said that he's going to be bringing his baby boy to DJ with him after he's born. We're gonna get him those big headphones that you see like the babies in the stadium wearing, and baby Road Dogg will be spinning disc at the house in Tigerland.
Yeah. Wow. That I cannot wait for that. Father and son. It's just like it's bonding time at the House Bar in Tigerland. And where else would you go?
Where else?
To bond other than the House Bar, your home. Make sure to follow them on Facebook and Instagram at House in Tigerland and on Twitter at Tigerland House. All right, so I want to give a little update on our Nerfy bet last week. We went crazy on Thursday, MLB opening day. 6-1 on the day. Some of the games, I know we had mentioned that 10 games will be played. Some of them got postponed to the next day. The Red Sox, Yankees, because of the weather and certain things like that. So they ended up playing 7 games, went 6-1.
Woo!
Now, Rory and I were texting on the side, on Thursday night, we were riding the high from the first opening day Nerfy spectacular on the Out of the Box show, and we said let's run it back tomorrow. Got absolutely hosed. So we didn't want to tweet out some picks for the next day on the off chance or on the I guess the off chance that we were to get hosed, and we did. So be glad if you took it on opening day and then did not follow up the following day with the Nerfy spectacular. But Fluffy, what is it? The Masters was this past weekend. This weekend was this last. Well, okay. The Masters. You had UFC this past weekend.
Yeah.
You can even bet on college baseball now, which, by the way, I did do that. LSU Baseball took some. I think they only offer like money lines that are relatively close and over unders.
They should have series prices. I don't know why I haven't seen that.
I think that's coming. I don't know why they don't, but I have to believe that's coming, right?
You would think so.
Yes. So, what do you want to do? You got a pick for us?
Yeah, I'm just warning. Don't take this pick. Do not take this pick.
Okay.
Don't even think about it. Don't consider it. I've been extremely cold. I needed Scotty. I had -12 as the winning score, so I needed him to 2-putt on 18 from like 15 feet. Did you watch it, Masters, John?
I did on and off Sunday. Like I had said, I napped most of the day, so it was kind of hard.
He had
to
this
watch.
big lead, and all he had to do was lag it up there, 2-putt it in the hole. You didn't see the replay from the 4-putting?
I did see the replay. It was unfortunate.
So I had -12. All I needed was 2-putt. He lost, and then I had Hovland in a parlay, top 20. I needed him to make bogey or better on the last hole, and he made a double to finish outside the top 20. I'm extremely cold right now, but give me Kevin Kisner, RBC Heritage. Oh, I guess this is starting tomorrow, so this isn't going to work.
Dude, this has been the worst time this episode recording
This
ever.
is bad.
All right, wow. While you're
You
looking
go.
for a replacement for that, MLB is very, very tough to bet on, but I'm just picking a straight up dog for today. Games at 6:00 Central Time. Kevin Gausman, former LSU pitcher, is starting for the Blue Jays, and I am taking them on the money line against the New York Yankees. Severino's pitching for the Yankees. Yankees have been playing pretty good.
My
but
Yankees.
yes, your Yankees. I'm sorry, but I have to do it. It is +116, so it's plus money for the people. So yeah, I'm rolling with the former LSU top, Kevin Gausman.
I'm going Bucks, NBA champs, +410.
So you should take that pick.
Go Bucky.
Or don't.
Do not take that pick.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. I think that about does it for our always win segment in our show. Kind of a short episode this week. I really do miss Rory. We're so used to us three all doing it. It's kind of weird when it's just me and you. But not to say I didn't have a good time or anything. But yeah, it's just a little bit different. Kind of reminds me of the old days. But thank you guys so much for listening. We cannot thank y'all enough. It's a great time of year. I know people have been asking, they're like, when are y'all going to do another tailgate? And the fact of the matter is that the spring is a very busy time of year.
And
Right?
we have had like a shitty home schedule.
Well, the home
There's
schedule,
a combination of the two.
generally a Saturday game. I mean, I thought at some point there'd be one that's at like 6 or 7, so that we can make it worthwhile for people to come. But we are still working on figuring something out. So as soon as we do, we will let y'all know.
Yep, and the name of the baby is John James.
Okay. Shout out to the House Bar in Tigerland, Blaine Loop with Keller Williams Realty, Wordbox LLC, the House Bar in Tigerland, and DraftKings. And yeah, I think that's the name for now.
Yeah.
We'll say the real name on next week's show.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the middle name, John James. I had a friend growing up named John James. He was